Recording in progress.
All right, so let's try to knock this out. We don't need to spend a lot of time, but we do need to go through this, get ready for the week. So this is the weekly outlook. It's the 15th day of July. And today we have, here's what we got for the week. Let me pull it up here. And good morning, good evening, Robert. All right, so you see there are no fundies in the New York session this week, none. All right, we do have fundies though. All right, as you can see, we got core retail sales before. We got employment change in the Australian world. We got core retail sales and retail sales down here on Friday. So be aware when the times are so that you're flat when those big impact fundies can happen. So there you go. But none in the New York session this week. All right, let's take a look and see what we got on the alerts. Let me pull them up here. All right, no reason to spend a lot of time here because we're just trying to knock out three things and then we're good. Unless we got a question. Of course, I'll answer any question you got. I don't have any problem with that, right? All right, so alerts. All right, first one I sent out was right here. All right, dollar. I have it up. Ooh, a little early, but looks more and more like up. Replot targets if it goes down. All right, so let me set this so it doesn't flip down. Yeah, hold on just a second. And there we go. Okay, so let's pull up the dollar index and you'll see here that we are starting a potential move up. Now, what tells me that? All right, what tells me that is the MACD. All right, this is why we use the MACD. All right, it is not, we don't make a trade based on it, but the MACD is pointing upwards and MACD points the way. All right, now we're in a down channel. All right, so the only thing that can turn this thing would be the market itself, but the MACD leads the market and it's telling you you're going up. Now, I don't know if it's going up. All right, I don't know that. I wish I did. I would be a trillionaire if I knew that, all right? But here's the deal. You've got a flag pattern right here, which tells you you may go down, except for one thing. What is that? Flag patterns don't work at the bottom, and they don't work at the top, all right? So as you can see, MACD is pointing the way to the upside. So that's why I put it out, but it's a little early because they haven't taken it. If they took this top out, I would take this channel off immediately and go to the upside, but they haven't done that. But as you can see, they are very close to saying, by the way, this is what we're doing. All right. So you got to let the chart lead you. Don't be ahead of the game. Let the chart lead you, which is why you got to learn to read charts, which is why you got to do 300 of everything. Because unless you do 300 of everything, you don't know the statistical probability of what the market's going to do. So you have to do the work. Unfortunately, in my experience, over 23 years of this, traders don't do the work, all right? Now, I will make a caveat on that. Fast trackers do the work, all right? So if we break this top, I'm taking that channel off, I'm going up, all right? So is that what's happening? Well, I don't know yet. It's a little early to tell. All right. I only put 3 alerts out because we already had 2 trades on 2 other currencies. So we already have, once these 3 are in play, we have 5 and half the currencies can't even be traded yet. I got the pound yen down. If the dollar goes up, pound yen's going down. Is it structured to go down? It is structured to go down. All right. Now you have a flag pattern in play right there. You'd already had one break that went 70 pips. Holy cow. And they immediately pulled it back. So what does the MACD say? It is pointing up, all right, which means that the pound yen could go up. All right. Now, that would mean that the dollar was going down. All right. So you need to, when I put an alert out, I tell you why I did it, but that isn't what the market may look like in 2 hours or 3 hours or tonight in London. I have no clue what that's going to look like. Right now, this says, we're doing a flag. Well, I like that. And we should go down. All right. Will that happen? I have no clue. Watch for a close and reverse right there to the downside. And there you go. The entry price is 204.70, which is right down below here, right there. And there's the trade right there down to 203.50 area. What is it? 203.50. Yeah, 203.50. Any questions on that one? What's going up now? Okay, why is it going up? Is it going up to go down? That's what the 300 tells you. All right, we'll see. Back to the alerts. Next one is the Aussie yen. So a couple of yens here. I only made 3. All right. We have a break and a hook right here. So we're in structure to go down. You can see that MACD is below the 0 line break, so it won't take much to turn that down. Break, hook, and go. All right. That's what I'm looking for. All right. And now, if that happens, then we will put a channel on here like this. This will be the new channel to the downside. Has that happened yet? It hasn't happened yet. But when it does, that's what I'm going to do. All right. The entry price is 106.96, 106.96, which is 2 pips here. Remember, see what I said? After the pullback, I knew it was going to pull back. All right. So I said, wait for the pullback, watch for the turn. The limit price is 106, which is right there. It's below there. It's 106 right there, just below. It's 18 pips below. All right. Anybody got any questions on that one? Anybody got questions on that one? It's still early. Remember, it's still early. We're still in Monday. We're still in construction day. Well, actually, we're officially in Tuesday right now. So there we go. All right. So I'm looking for a break hook and go. All right. Well, I'll look at it, Patrick, but I didn't put an alert out on it. So let me get done with the alerts first. All right. Euro Aussie is the next one. All right. Let me pull it up here. Now, it's pretty choppy, as you can see. All right. But it's already showing you signs we're going to go up. All right. So the entry price is 61.22. That means you should, if you're already on top of this, you're already in. And there's the trade right there. The limit price is 6,200, which is just above the ATR. There you go. And you already have pretty much a good confirmation that Euro Aussie is going to make the move to the upside. Will it? I don't know, but it may. So I'm in it already because I already planned it. All right. So there you go. We'll see. All right. MACD is pointing the way up. All right. So it's all about taking the clues. All right. Nobody knows. Yeah, no problem. Nobody knows what the market's going to do. It's a law unto itself. That's why we have to find the clues. How do we learn to find the clues? We go do the work. We're not going to learn it sitting in a room with Scott Barkley saying blah, 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 blah. You're not going to learn it that way. You've got to learn it by doing the work, not because somebody said, hey, look at this. This is what's happening. That doesn't make you a trader. All right. Sorry, I'm not like all the rest of the gurus out there because I'm not a guru. I'm focused on the problems traders have with identifying the market. All right, that's what I'm focused on. All right, so there you go. Anybody got any questions on any of that? I do need a fib up in here. Hold on just a minute. Let me get a fib. Swing low, swing high, swing low. Here we go. 1,000 is just above the ATR. All right. So hold for the 1,000. No problem. Okay. Any questions on those 3? I didn't put any more out because we're already in the CJ to the downside. All right. And as you can see, CJ is not working. We did get a little push down here, but we're not getting much move. All right. Notice this right here. What is it telling you? We're about to top out, but everything's green, 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 green. So they're telling us they're going up. All right. Now, does that make any sense with the dollar going up? No, it doesn't. See, there's a lot of questions tonight. All right. You put yourself in my shoes. How'd you like that to send out 3 alerts tonight when nobody knows what it's doing? Ugh, terrible. All right. We're also in the GA to the upside, and GA is starting to move up. We had a pullback. We're starting to move up, and it most likely will come up. What do the 3 musketeers say? Yeah, we're going up. We're closing up to go up. We're going up. We're going up. We're going up. We're going up, and we're going up. And if you're in the trade, it says stay in, stay in. All right. So there's the trade to the upside of the pound Aussie. Let me get the ATR real quick to see where that target is. All right, let me pull it up here. Pound Aussie, got a new one. I take them all off after we're done, so that I can start with the new one at 5 o'clock. All right, Pound Aussie, what do we got? 98 pip ATR. Find the 5 o'clock candle from yesterday, right in here. Hold on, let me find it. 1700. We put this low in afterwards. We take that, and we're going up for 98 pips. All right, so there's the target. So this looks like a pretty good trade here, folks. All right, you see MACD is definitely dramatically turned. Good for you, Robin. Yeah, I didn't, Monday's a nasty day to trade. It's a nasty day. Sometimes you hit it and it's just perfect. But most of the time, they're not willing to commit. Yeah, because they're not willing to quit, it makes it a hard deal. All right. So I'd really be interested in this Pound Aussie tonight. Let me put the fib on here. Swing low, swing high, swing low. Over there. 1,000 is here. 12700, 1.618. All right. So fast trackers, you got a big trade here. That's a big trade for the fast trackers. If you get a break hook and go here, trade 1 is here, trade 2 is here, trade 3 is here, all the way to 1.618, moving your stop at the ATR. It's a big trade, so be careful, be ready. All right. Any questions on any of that? Everybody good? Okay, I guess everybody's good. All right. So our plan tonight is to try to find a real estate of the week trade. Now, if you're new here, a real estate of the week trade is a swing trade. We're looking for a swing trade, which means it's not an intraday trade. It's a multiple day trade. It's finish on Friday. All right. We're looking for big pips. Why do we look for big pips? Well, the record on one of these is held by Kay. She may be here tonight. I don't know. Let's see if Kay's here. Yeah, Kay's here. All right. She holds the record. There she is for over 8,000 pips. And she holds the second position also over 6,000 pips. And she also holds the third position over 4,000. All right. So there you go. she's amazing, right? When it comes to these trades, she nails them, all right? She nails them, all right? Because she's willing to wait for the trade to come to her. She's willing to plan these levels in advance. And, she's just amazing. That's it. No, I don't want to blow your head up, Kay, but you are amazing, all right? So there you go. All right, so our goal is to find, yeah, there you go, Kay. Our goal is to find a big trade. So what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for big ATRs. Why? Because big ATRs can go the furthest, all right? So let's take a look up here. What we got? We got 118 on the euro yen. We're looking for things over 100 pips. We got pound yen at 150 pips. That could go in 3 days. That could go, a long way. Excuse me, 150 pips. You got pound New Zealand at 115 pips. And what else we got? We got dollar yen at 123. All right, so there you go. So we got 4 currencies doing over 100 pips a day. All right, so let's go see what we got. We'll start over here in that pound yen because we'll just work left to right. All right, now pound yen has an ATR of a big ATR, but where is it trying to go? Now remember, any of these yen crosses, you could catch a Bank of Japan intervention. So always remember that. If I catch a Bank of Japan intervention, I'll be a fairly happy trader in a couple of days. All right. So where are we trying to go? All right. So we go up to the 240 and we take a look at it. All right. So we've made the turn, as you can see, coming down. We got a descending wedge for the sell right there. All right. For the sell. Where are we going? Let's go look at it. All right, so we could come all the way down here, but I would rather take this conservative number down here, right here, rather than this is the old day chart top. So I would rather take this and not this huge move down here. So what do? We just pull up the calculator. It's not rocket science. Pull up the calculator. We're currently at 205. Let's call it 205.30. All right, and this target down here is 200. 57, which equals 473 pips. Now, there's a bigger target down there, but you're going to have to hit this one first, so you might as well target this one. All right, that's the first deal. All right, let's go to EJ. EJ. Once again, we're in this thing, and this doesn't make a lot of sense. If the dollar's going up, this should go down, and they're going up. So what do you think? All right. So remember, you've got to memorize your correlations. All right. So you know that when the dollar goes down, the pound yen and the EJ do not go with it. These currencies go with it. These currencies go with it. These go against it. All right. So knowing that, you know that this up move is most likely nothing more to get up to where they can find sellers. So where are they trying to go? All right. So we can see the target is down here. It's a big target down there. All right. EJ. All right. What do we got? Well, when we get to the top here, let's call it 172.52, 172.50. Let's see if we get a turn there. I don't know if we're going to get, hold on. 172.50. Minus 172.50 minus 163.91. 163.91 equals 859 pips. So you can already see that's a big trade. That's a big trade. All right. Then we got the UJ. All right. Over the UJ. Remember, if you get a push from the dollar from the Bank of Japan, it'll probably do that in a day and a half. Big sideways move here, as you can see. All right. Let me take this off from this morning. They hit target perfectly. All right, MACD's pointing the way up. So that's a little scary, but the target is down here. If it goes up to go down, we're in good shape. All right, pull up the calculator, and we're going to take the T30 right here, 158.50, 158.50. We're going to subtract this bottom at 151.85 equals 665 pips. Woo. And the last one is the pound New Zealand. All right, and pound New Zealand is still showing signs of going up. God, that's nasty. Just nasty. We go to a 360. I got to go to a day chart. Okay, so this new, I'm going to put this up here where this day chart top is. All right. So how much room we got? We don't have much room. So pound New Zealand would be a great trade to the downside, but it's got to go up for a couple of days to go down. MACD is clearly telling you're going up. So there's no trade to the upside. Well, there is intraday. But there's not a real estate of the week trade. But when you get up here, you need to watch for the sell-off all the way down to here. All right, so it's not on the board tonight. So that leaves us with two trades, which is the EJ and the UJ. So let's take a look at them. EJ is the big one right now. All right, let's go down to a 60 here. All right, now you can see we're trying to break this thing. I'm going to take this off for now. All right, I may put it back on, but I'm going to put it on and take it off for now. So you can see that if they're doing a flag right here, this is the top right there, and then we could go down. So you got to be very aware that if you get a close and reverse here, you want that opportunity. Why? Because you only need a 15 pip stop for that huge monster move to the downside. What if it goes up? Well, I was in, and if it goes up against me 15 pips, I gotta take a 15 pip loss. That's called trading. That's what you do. You put yourself in position to make money. Sometimes you're right, and sometimes you're not. All right. So let's pull it up here, and you can see this is the trade right here. Woo! It's a monster. All right. If we make the turn up here, this is trade 1. This is trade 2. This is trade 3. This is trade 4, possibly 5. This is trade 6, this is trade 7, and this is trade 8. All right, now, let me ask Kay. Kay, when do I put these trades in? When do I put those? Now, she says, put them in now. All right, so take it from somebody who makes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 pips. How do you do it? You put them in now. Yeah, but it's going up, man. That's why you put them in now. All right, so it's a huge trade to the downside, folks. So you put all those in. Now, how do I trade it? All right, the whole key of this trade is trade one right there. When you get trade one's goal is to do nothing more than to produce profit. All right, it's only 1/3 of your lots. But if you get profit in here, this is a free trade, 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 this is a free trade. You don't need to use your margin, use the market, the money market. Yours were in 3 days before, that'll tell you. All right, you see it, Case on top of this. She already sees, hey, the Bank of Japan, if they decide to screen this down, I will be in it, all right? So trade one does not come off till here. That's where trade one comes off. All right. You hold it. Now, the problem with that is the market is not, if the market would do this, it would be sweet. If it would go wham like that. Is it going to do that? Probably not. All right. So most likely you're going to put your entry orders. You're probably going to have to adjust them at times, but you're probably looking for a movement down here, then a little bounce, then a movement down here, then a little bounce, then a movement down here. Most likely a big movement there, then another one down, and another one down, and another one down. All right. So you've got to live through all these pullbacks. All right. Now that's not a problem if your stop is at break even. You get the trade here with a 15 pip stop, your stop is at break even. Where would I move that stop again? When I get down into here. I would not touch that stop till I get down in here. Well, yeah, but you got all this profit, but I got to let it breathe. I got to let the market breathe. It's got to be able to pull up to find sellers, pull up to find sellers, pull up to find sellers. I don't want to get stopped out on that. So I go to break even until I get significant profit. Then I move my stop into profit. All right. So that's a huge monster trade, folks. If that happens, Kay will probably make 10,000 pips out of it. All right. So this is a real estate of the week trade to the downside. All right. Put this right over here. REOTW. The downside. There we go. All right. Let's go look at the UJ. All right. We only got two, the UJ. Now we can still trade the pound yen intraday for 473 pips. You can trade that intraday, but it's not a real estate of the week trade. All right. So now what do we got here? Initially, here's what they did. They put a descending wedge in. They didn't get anywhere with that. So what are they doing? Now they're doing a flag pattern. All right. We're still below the zero line break. All right. If we get a close and reverse here, 15 pip stop. All right. Risk and reward is great if you have a close and reverse. We're looking to go all the way down to here. All right. So I don't know if it's going to happen yet. Here's the flag. If it close and reverses right here, close and reverse, 15 pip stop. That's it. All right. So trade one will be here. The whole trade is here. All right. So trade one will be here. Trade two will be here. Trade three will be here. Trade four will be here. Trade five will be here. And trade six will be here. When do I put them in? Now. Or like Kay, 3 days ago. That's when you put them in. All right. Remember, the whole key of this trade is this. Trade one. It's the most important trade you've ever traded in your life. Trade one's job is to produce profit. So I have no risk, no risk, no risk, no risk, no risk, no risk. All I'm risking is the profit on trade one. That's all I'm risking. All right. So I don't have, once I get into trade three, I can't lose, by the way, as long as my stops are moved. All right. So we're looking for 151.85 down there. All right. Everybody got it? Everybody got it? Now, I don't know if they're going to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen. I just prepare ahead of time in case it does happen. You need to prepare in case it does happen. What if it goes up? Then the trade doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. Wait for the next turn. That's exactly right, Larry. Well, this could be very well going up, all right? The structure is to the downside, so we always go with structure, Larry. That's a great question, Larry. I always go with structure, all right? But as you can see, they're not getting any sellers here. So what are they doing? They're going up. So your thought process is here, they're going up to find sellers. What if they break this up here? Then my thought process is they might be going up here, and in which case that negates the real estate of the week trade. So there you go. All right, everybody good on that? Everybody good? Yep. All right. All right, I'm gonna close it back down and I'm gonna go watch the convention. And I will see all of you later. Have a great night, everybody. Be